Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New York Comic Con 2015. It is day 3 here, and the show has been crazy, and it's about to get a little bit crazier. The largest cast that we've had here up on the stage all weekend long. I know that you're excited for it because it comes out on November 20th, 2015, and so am I. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and the showrunner for Marvel's Jessica Jones. Give it up for these folks here. We have so many folks here that we're going to do a sort of non-traditional way. But, Ika, I would love to start with you and just introduce yourself and tell us the character that you play on the show.
Okay, my name's Ika Darville, and I play Malcolm, who's Jessica's neighbor.
And Melissa.
I'm Melissa Rosenberg. I'm the showrunner.
Carrie.
I'm Carrie Ann Moss, and I play Jerry Hogarth.
Woo!
Back there, Mike.
You can hear me now? Yeah. I'm Mike Coulter. I play Luke Cage, and I think that says it all.
Yeah. That was one of those, like, from a fan perspective, like, there was a resounding cheer across the whole world when it was like, yeah, Mike's going to be Luke Cage. You are Luke Cage, man.
Awesome.
Will.
What? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Will Traval, and I play an unspecified NYPD cop.
There's so much more.
We'll find out he's a later in the series.
Okay. I might have to come back to that.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Very, very important character.
Yeah, please.
Hi, I'm Erin Moriarty, and I play Hope Schlotman.
Hi, I'm Kristen Ritter, and I play Jessica Jones.
I'm Rachel Taylor, and I play Trish Walker.
Excellent. And, I feel like I have about a million questions that I'd love to ask you guys. First of all, Jessica Jones' first appearance was in Alias, a graphic novel by Brian Michael Bendis. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really love the concept of Jessica Jones. Melissa, my first question goes to you because I know as a fan that you've actually been working on Jessica Jones even longer than they've announced that it's appearing on Netflix. Can you just tell us a little bit about that journey for you?
Yeah, so originally, Jeff Loeb of Marvel Television brought me the Alias book, which I fell in love with. It's an extraordinary piece of work. And we set it up at ABC Network. And I kept on asking them, are you sure this is right for you? Because this is really dark. And they're like, yeah. And it's like, sure enough, no, it was too dark for them, which was so perfect because it could not have landed at a more perfect place than Netflix.
Right. Excellent. Kristen, I read that you had said that this was one of your most challenging roles. And based off of some of the roles that you've played, I thought that this was a perfect casting for you. But tell me why do you think this role was most challenging for you?
Well, there was like a physical requirement and also an emotional backstory that was, pretty heavy stuff. So there was just a lot of work to do in terms of the range that you see the character in a lot of different scenarios. I had to be very strong, very tough, very vulnerable at times, a little funny sometimes, and do action as well, and be physically prepared for the stunts and the workload. So it was a challenge, but also, more importantly, it was the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Great. Carrie, I have a question for you because your character, who I believe Harper is...
Hogarth.
They changed it.
Hogarth.
So we don't know much about this character, though. Is there anything you can reveal or tell us about?
She's a very ruthless, strong woman. She has strong needs, and she gets her needs met.
Okay. Well, I imagine with someone of your talents that we've got a lot to look forward to regarding her. And real quickly, your relationship with Jessica Jones is that you are maybe like an authoritative figure.
Well, we need each other, and so I need something from her. She needs something from me, and so we have this relationship that's very bantery, and we're irritable to each other. We grate one another, and yet there's a lot of chemistry in that relationship, and it grows throughout the season. But she needs something from me, and I need something from her, and
Which
so
I don't think either of us like.
Right. All right. I kind of had to expect that a little bit.
But I love Kristen Ritter.
Thank you.
She's amazing.
I love her.
Erin, you play Hope.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Erin. Hope.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's actually Jessica Jones' first client.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Hope.
I mean, you mean her? She starts off the series as this kind of innocent, very earnest girl. She goes to NYU. She's from Omaha, very unassuming. It just so happens that her world collides with Jessica Jones, and everything takes a turn.
So I imagine that was a fun role for you to
Oh,
really
it was
bring
so
to
much
life
fun.
too.
It was fun because, like, she evolves a lot throughout the season. It was fun to start her off one way and then, see where that goes and how much she changes as the season progresses.
Rachel, you play Trish, who's a friend to Jessica Jones.
Yeah, a friend with a kind of incredible and tumultuous backstory. I mean, they're sisters in a way. And one of the things that attracted me to this project that Melissa has done so brilliantly is, the relationships between the women on this show are complicated and not perfect. So it's not just the simple kind of best friend forever thing, that they have a history and there's some baggage there. There's some damage in that friendship. There's some incredible loyalty. There's some jealousy in there. And that was just such a pleasure to be able to play those complexities and complications. It was really cool.
Well, and speaking of sort of unique relationships, Mike, you play Luke Cage, who not only has a recurring role in Jessica Jones, but also will have a show, Luke Cage. So how is this for you? You're about to take a pretty epic journey.
Yeah, it's been a great ride so far. Being in Jessica Jones was a nice warm-up for my character to be introduced in such a way that I could establish who he is and his point of view and our relationship between Luke and Jessica. So that's been really great. And then, sure, Cage is going to be completely different, but I love the world of Jessica Jones, and I love the unique qualities that are already established. And it's really a wonderful thing to have that. And then, honestly, I'm working with the same crew that did Jessica Jones, so it's like family. Just kind of moving into the same, So, there's some of our crew members are here today, so I'm really happy, Well,
a final question here. Will, I know you can't tell us too much about your character, and that's okay, but what is it like to work with this fantastic, talented cast up here?
That's a silly question. It's amazing. This is one of those kind of shows that you quickly turn into a family situation. The cast and the crew. So working with people like this, I've worked with Erin before and Melissa. Actually, Erin is my proxy little baby niece.
Yeah.
So it's a very close tight-knit group. Yeah.
Great.
I can tell you a little bit about.
Please do what you can tell us.
Can we mention the name yet?
I think so. If
I think maybe
someone may lunge on the stage. Say it fast.
Say it.
Officer Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only tidbit we're going to
That's
get.
the only tidbit I can give you.
Okay. Ika, you play Malcolm. This is going to be our last question. But Ika, you play Malcolm, who's a neighbor. If I recall in the comics, Malcolm's a little bit younger.
Yeah. What they've done with the show is be inspired by certain characters, and I can see where it's been inspired from, but Malcolm is his own person. And that story develops in its own unique way and starts in one place and ends in a very different place. And when we first meet Malcolm, he's suffering very badly with a drug addiction, and so it was an intense role to play.
Excellent. Well, I absolutely cannot wait. November 20th is when we're going to be able to finally consume all of it, because we all will that day, I'm sure, on Netflix. I wish we had a ton more time. You guys are fantastic. Really looking forward to the show. Big fan of the source material. Thank you, Melissa, for working so hard to make that all happen, and all of your contributions. We're going to have a ton more coming at you live from the New York Comic Con things. But one last round of applause for the cast of Marvel's Jessica Jones. November 20th, 2015. We'll be back with more after this.